Yeah. So, um, I've been watching. As you know, I'm all a bit of a flat earther, a bit of a philosophical, uh, whatever, discoverer, and I sort of went off track a little bit and started just watching a few things. And I've always been interested in Mr. MCQ Bushcraft. Yeah. Because let's face it, if apocalypse sort of takes over, we might all have to revert back to some sort of survival techniques. And yeah, I think we should all have some sort of understanding about how the real world works outside of our artificial created reality. Anyway, so inspired by certain, I've watched, come across a few channels, and like I say, we put the masters out there. There's MCQ Bushcraft. He was my first inspiration, I suppose, to try and get back out and get out in the wild a little bit, put my tent up somewhere. And then it's sort of, like I said before, everything goes down from there. So we've got Z Outdoors, and we've got the Wiltshireman, right down to the sort of the comical duo Hayes Outdoors with Joey D. Um, and it sort of, watching these videos inspired me to get out a little bit, and having followed that inspiration, um, and gone off on a little camping trip myself, a solo camp. Yeah, I'll come back and feel quite inspired by it, and urge any of you that are watching this video, just get out somewhere. There's a big difference between wild camping and camping in a campsite. Obviously, if you go wild camping, you got to abide by the rules, leave no trace, make no mess, etc. And enjoy yourself and soak it in. Don't get a little bit too lost. I did. Been the first time I've been out for a while. I took some kit. My backpack was far too heavy. I thought I was taking essentials, and then it was heavy. But then I haven't done carrying a pack for a while. I tried to make it as light as I could with the various bits of kit, but I didn't get that far away from the car, to be fair. But I did get away from civilization, or it felt like it, until the dog walkers came round in the morning, but that's another story. But on that little trip, I did take some beers with me. I didn't do any filming, so I can't really, got no footage for you. But whilst I was there and it got dark and a little bit scary, I was definitely getting into a few lagers from a Swedish brewery. So yeah, back to the beer review. Yeah, which is why I'm making this little vlog. There's another Swedish lager that I tried. It's I can't read Swedish, and I'm not going to try even start, because I'm just going to sound like a complete dick. But the only English thing it's the Brutal Brewing AB box 3006. That's quite apt, isn't it? But anyway, it's in Sweden, so I'm assuming that's where it was brewed. And most of the graphics, the way they're laid out, looks exactly the same as Wolf Warning, which I really enjoy. I really enjoyed. So now I've drank this beer, so I've already had a go. But this one's ice cold. Ice cold. Ooh. And a bit fiery. So lagers can be just as flavoursome as ale or porters. I mean, that's deep. Oh man, you can taste the country in there. It's deeper. It's deeper than the wolf. It's got that citrus, but much like an oaky hop into citrus explosion and wildness. Piston Head Full Amber, damn right. Not for the faint-hearted. Once again, 6% volume. A dark, full-bodied amber lager, brewed with hints of spicy citrus with a bitter twist. Well, yeah, that's not bad. I'm on the trail with that one. But let me just. I'm going to go once more, right, and then we'll have another. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Funny how lagers, any beer, I suppose, a bit like a bacon sandwich, right? Tastes, and a cup of tea, yeah. Yorkshire tea, yeah. My fave, obviously, adopted by my previous love encounter, but yeah, love the Yorkshire tea. Well, but anyway, and this is not. I'm not trying to advertise nothing. Yeah, I'm not being paid for any of this shit. Yeah, it's just the way I am. It's got a great flavour, deep, lasting, oaky, hoppy. Like much more deeper. Like I say, the what was the wolf? What was it? Oh yeah, Wolf Warning. Lovely beer, beautiful light beer. I'd probably start the session with a couple of those, and leave a couple in the fridge for the morning to cure the hangover. Whereas this is taking you there, for sure. They do a Piston Head. I don't know quite how they reference, great graphics. Don't quite know how they reference, because there are two types of Piston Head, and one's a lighter than this. So I suppose, I haven't tried that one yet, but it's only 4.6, doesn't quite make my library. It has to be 5 plus, really. Especially in the can and bottle category. But yeah, definitely lovely. Anyway, so get yourself out there, right? Get yourself some beers, do some reviews. Just go and do some camping, some walking, put a couple of cold ones in the backpack, put a picnic in, go off on your own, go off with your dog, go off with your girlfriend, go off with your best friend, go off with your wife. You know what I mean? Get out there, enjoy life.